Hi everyone. For the week 2 challenge, this is my pick dough chart. This was pretty difficult for me. It's not something that I regularly do, but I chose to do alarm fatigue. This is something that's like very important to me. It's something that I deal with daily. This was a big quality improvement uh, issue that just stands out to me. It's something that we're constantly working on my unit. And actually, just recently, we worked with GE to look at a few different programs and technology solutions that we could use. One of them being a GE Art tool, which is just software that allows you to monitor the alarms more closely. You can pull data at any time to show which alarms you have a lot, which you have infrequently, and kind of like allows you to set the alarm default parameters to what you need. And the other one we looked at was called Alarm Spotlight, which is something that allows you to look on your phone. Actually, all of the alerts get sent directly to the nurse's cell phone so that you don't have to worry about alarms going off in the hallway and stuff like that. But anyways, here is my PICTO chart. So the influence of quality improvement efforts, alarm management. So the problem is both the Joint Commission and the AACN recognize that alarm fatigue is a critical concern for patient safety. In between 2005 and 2010, alarm fatigue caused 216 hospital deaths. On a typical 15-bed unit, there are on average 942 alarms each day. Actually, on my unit, we're an 18-bed unit, but only 16 telemetry monitors. And in a 2-week period, we had an average of 2,400 alarms every day. 90% of alarms are reported to be unanswered. So this is a huge problem. This is something that's very near to me because it's something I do every day at work, and it's something we deal with constantly. But it also is a huge patient experience issue. So with all the noise, people aren't sleeping, people are unhappy, they can hear that their alarms are going off and they're not being answered. So patients feel like they're not being taken care of well. So this will help decrease the noise, increase the amount of sleep people are getting, and also improve employee satisfaction because they're spending less time chasing alarms, which in the long term increases patient satisfaction and experience as well, because happy nurses equals happy patients. Then this will also improve health, so decrease sentinel events. Things will be caught much quicker because people aren't busy chasing alarms that are not real or not actionable. It will decrease the amount of transfers to a higher level of care. Most often when people have arrhythmias that are unnoticed, they get transferred to higher level of cares, or they need to be, put on a drip or something like that. This will improve the alarm response time if nurses know that the alarms that are going off are important and need to be addressed regularly, and they don't feel like every single alarm is not actionable, then they will respond much quicker. This will decrease the length of stay because patients will be being treated for their arrhythmias as soon as possible and won't have that increased length of stay. This will also significantly reduce cost. The transfer, it will decrease transfers to a higher level of care. So an average ICU stay without mechanical ventilation is over $6,000. With mechanical ventilation is $10,000 per day. It will decrease the length of stay. So an average hospital day costs about $4,000, and decrease sentinel events. So as one sentinel event averages $58,000. So even if you saved one sentinel event in a few years span, you would be reducing costs. So alarm fatigue and alarm management is a huge issue. There are constantly programs going on in my unit to reduce alarm fatigue and better manage alarms. We're always changing defaults and working to get our non-actionable alarms to the lowest number. We do work to pull data to make sure that we are monitoring this appropriately and that we're not, we work with doctors and a group of people to make sure that we're not turning off alarms that we shouldn't be. Cardiology is always involved. And yeah, so alarm management is something that's very important to me. GE is the company that we work with currently, but they have all sorts of new technology that allows you to do so many things, even manage alarms from the bedside on your cell phone, all sorts of good stuff. Thank you.